In a quiet countryside surrounded by golden fields and gentle hills, there lived an elderly woman named Nani Zubaida. Her small clay house stood beneath a large guava tree with colorful flowers blooming around the yard. Years ago, she had lost her husband, and she had no children. Yet, she never felt completely alone because she had a special companion, a little white duck named Daisy. Daisy followed Nani everywhere. Whenever Nani worked in the garden, Daisy waddled behind her. Whenever Nani sat under the tree to rest, Daisy curled up nearby. Every morning, just after sunrise, Daisy laid a single egg. Nani would smile, pick it up carefully, and say, "One blessing each day is more than enough." She lived simply. She grew vegetables, baked bread, and spent her evenings knitting by the lantern light. Though she owned very little, her heart was full of gratitude. Then one morning, something unusual happened. Daisy laid 2 eggs. Nani looked surprised and laughed softly. "Well, my dear, today you are feeling extra generous." She kept 1 egg for herself and sold the second at the village market. With the small money she earned, she bought a little flour and some honey. The next morning, Daisy laid 2 eggs again. Soon this became a daily surprise, and the villagers began talking about it. "Why don't you build a large farm?" asked one villager. "You could become rich," said another. But Nani only smiled. "I already have enough," she replied. "Anything extra should help someone else." Instead of saving money for herself, she shared many of the extra eggs with elderly neighbors, hungry children, and struggling families. Months passed, and then a terrible storm season arrived. Heavy rains flooded the fields, crops were ruined, food became scarce, and many animals stopped producing eggs. But Daisy remained healthy and continued laying eggs every day. Because Nani had carefully preserved and shared her resources, she was able to help many families through the difficult weeks. One evening, several villagers gathered around her home. "Nani," they asked, "why didn't you try to become wealthy when you had the chance?" Nani replied, "Real wealth is not measured by how much we keep. It is measured by how much good we can do with what we have." The villagers sat quietly, thinking about her words. The storm season finally passed, and the village slowly began to recover. The fields turned green again, and families started rebuilding what they had lost. Everywhere people looked, they could see signs of hope returning. One morning, the village chief gathered everyone in the town square. "We must thank Nani Zubaida," he announced. "During our hardest days, her kindness helped many of us survive." The villagers agreed and decided to hold a small celebration in her honor. When the day arrived, children decorated the square with flowers and colorful ribbons. Families brought homemade food, music filled the air, and laughter echoed through the village. Nani was surprised when she arrived. "What is all this?" she asked. A young girl stepped forward and handed her a bouquet of wildflowers. "This is for you," she said. "You taught us that kindness is more valuable than gold." Nani smiled, but gently shook her head. "If you wish to thank me," she said, "then help someone whenever you can. That will be the greatest gift." Her words touched everyone's heart. From that day on, the village changed. Neighbors helped one another more often. Farmers shared seeds with those who had little. Children learned to be generous and thoughtful. Years later, people still remembered the lessons Nani and Daisy had taught them. And whenever someone asked why the village was known for its kindness, the elders would smile and tell the story of an old woman, a faithful duck, and the simple belief that blessings grow when they are shared. Moral: the good we do for others never truly disappears. Acts of kindness spread from one heart to another and can transform an entire community.